Hey you, what up? Mariam here, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today I am testing a whole ton of new makeup, not from the drugstore. This time it's luxury makeup and I will be testing it out on my face, creating this look that you see right now and basically judging the heck out of all of these products. Are they worth the hype? Are they worth the price? Do they deliver the kind of results that we are signing up for when we spend this luxury dollars? That is what I'm here to find out and I hope you are too. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already, hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get into it. Testing new luxury makeup. Is it worth the hype or not? Let's find out. Okay, first things first. Primer. I have a new primer that I'm testing out today and it is the Secure the Blur primer from One Size. So cute. I love this packaging. Squeezy tube. This one is $30 and I have heard great things about this primer. It's actually my first time using it, even though it's been in my cart for a while now. Ooh, looks like serum on the skin. I like the fact that this squeezy tube is a little tough to squeeze. It's not like one of those flimsy squeezy tubes that just like bleh, spits out the product. This is nice. There's a little bit more control. You already know how much I love One Size's translucent setting powder. It's so beautiful, so blurring. And so this is supposed to be its primer counterpart, also blurring and smoothing. And this is something that Patrick Starrr is obsessed with. So I have a very high expectations from this product. I'm gonna just use my Fenty Beauty foundation brush. Oh yeah, this is reminding me of that Makeup Forever primer, the Step 1 primer that mattifies, but it also has a little bit of that blurring component to it. So it's kind of like a combination, the best of both worlds. If you notice, I always like to apply my primer down as opposed to up. I feel like this kind of closes the pores, but I don't use like a very heavy dragging motion because I definitely don't want to drag my skin down. This primer so far feels very, very cooling on the skin. Very refreshing, which is nice for me because I didn't get much sleep last night. This is my Wednesdays video, but I film my Wednesdays videos on Mondays. So today is the Monday after Valentine's Day. Needless to say, I celebrated a little. I had a couple drinky poos. You know, I had my little brother and sister over. We went to an arcade. We had a lot of fun. Just the four of us, me, Lee, my brother and sister. So it was a nice weekend for us. And then I woke up this morning like, it's Monday, I gotta film. What? I'm fine. Might have scared Lee there for a sec. All right, so primer is on. I definitely see the noticeable difference in my skin. It feels a little bit smoother, a little bit more matte, a little bit tighter, and I like that for me. So next, we've got some foundations to test out. Number one, I've got this new Sunshine Skin Tint with SPF 30 sunscreen from Milk Makeup. This is very unique. I showed it on my Insta stories the other day when I was doing unboxings. This actually has like a roll-on tip. Very unorthodox for a foundation or even for a skin tint, but I like that. And so I'm kind of interested. Although I will say Milk Makeup products don't really, let me rephrase. Milk Makeup products haven't really impressed me yet. I do like their brow gels, they're pretty nice. I like their waterproof Kush mascara, but their complexion products have just been like kind of blah, like very, very meh for me. So I don't know what to expect here. I guess let's test out some shades. I have 3 shades here. I've got medium, I've got golden honey, and honey. How is this even supposed to, like how does this work? Okay, here we go, here we go. This is really honestly so weird. All right, here it comes. You see it? Kind of freaky, but okay. So this is the shade medium. A lot creamier and a lot more pigmented than I expected. For some reason I expected this to be very, very sheer, but really not bad. And that's a pretty good shade match to my neck. Now this foundation tint is $42, which is fine for like a NARS, you know, but who the hell does Milk Makeup think they are? Do they really think they've earned their spot to be charging $42 for a foundation tint? I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about this brand. I feel like they started out as Milk Studios where people would conduct photo shoots and then like suddenly they gear towards makeup. I don't know, I just haven't really jumped on that train, you know? Let's test out a couple more shades. Let's test out honey. Is it me or did that medium oxidize some kind of peachy? Freakish. I can't really tell if it's the same color or not. Also looks a little bit too peachy on my neck. And then the third shade that I have is called Golden Honey. Definitely just a little too rich. The undertone is better than these two, but it's a little too saturated for my skin tone as it is right now. Yeah, no. All right, so medium it is. I feel like that is the closest match that I have thus far. Even though it oxidized, I feel like I can make it work. By the way, I am in love with these 14 karat gold earrings from Key Australia. I mentioned before in one of my videos that Key Australia recently launched a jewelry line, all 14 karat gold, and it is stunning. They have just like the coolest necklaces, the coolest charms, earrings, and I've been wearing them nonstop. I love these. They just make me feel like me. I'm a hoops girl. I don't know about you, but hoops has been my thing since I was like maybe 12. They make me feel really well put together, even though I'm not well put together today at all. I'm all over the place. Let's see what comes out of this video for me. I don't even know how to apply this really. Do I go straight from the tube? Actually, it looks really, really nice on my face. It's kind of like a good in-between shade between my neck and my discolored face. I think I might be able to make it work. All right, for my brush today, I'm gonna use this Love is the foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. It's so cute. I love this little heart-shaped brush. I'll link it down below if I can find it, because this is just like such a keepsake. I don't know, it makes me feel very girly. Just makes my mood a little better. All right, so this applies just a little bit balmy. Like, it's hard to blend out, but it's pretty. Once I'm able to blend it out, I like the finish. It looks very, very natural, very healthy and glowy. I will say this is a sheer to medium coverage. It's definitely evening out my complexion here. I had some dark spots and it's giving my skin a good fresh glow. So that I like. And I'm not even like too mad about the shade match. It's kind of working. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more to my forehead, just a little bit more to my jawline. And let's do a little comparison. Here is this side of the face with the Milk foundation tint on, and here is this side of the face with nothing on. I will say the difference isn't staggering. It's not like a super dramatic difference, but this side of the face definitely looks a little bit more appropriate for my neck in terms of a match as opposed to here. But it still looks like me. It's not, you know, super drastic. It's not dramatic. It doesn't look like I'm wearing any makeup. You can still see my freckles and my skin texture, which is right now on the good side. Thankfully, thank you, skin gods. Thank you. Thank you. Don't want to be impressed, but I'm kind of impressed. I'm gonna have to give this another go. All right, on the other side of the face, I want to test out a different foundation. I have a number of different foundations that I want to try. I have this new foundation from LYS Beauty by my girl Tisha Thompson. She just started this line. She used to be the product development person at Pure Cosmetics. She has extensive experience in this, and so she finally has launched her own brand, and I am so excited to try this. Her prices, however, are not luxury, so that is amazing. These foundations go for $22. So I wouldn't necessarily put that in the luxury pricing category, but they are available at Sephora. So I'm not actually gonna try this foundation in today's video. Let me know if you want a separate review on this specific foundation and just like on this line in general. I definitely wanna give it a little bit more attention than just like a mention in a video. So for today, I'm gonna go for this Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation SPF 15. So basically we're gonna have the Milk SPF 30 on one side, and we are gonna have the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear SPF 15 on the other side. I'm gonna test out a couple of shades. Yeah, okay, so this is a pricey foundation, which is why I want to test it out in today's video. $50, you know, but it's been around for a while. I haven't really gotten into it because I'm just like such a huge fan of Bobbi Brown's Liquid to Powder foundation, which is my holy grail, and it's the foundation that I've worn the most last year. Probably also the most mask-friendly foundation. So today I just want to give this one a chance. First shade that I'm going to test is Natural Tan, and it looks like a perfect shade match. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know, similar balmy type of drag as the Kosas foundation. A little bit more creamy, a pinch more pigmented and buildable. Has a spa-like scent. What is that? Lavender, mint. The shade is gorgeous on me. I feel like this is an even better shade match than this, but they are very similar. Doesn't look like it's gonna oxidize. So far, I'm pretty impressed. That Milk makeup didn't cover up that spot that I had right here, so I gotta go over it with the Bobbi. All right, so this here feels just a little bit more flawless. It looks a little bit more flawless. It's still giving me that dew, but it's a little bit more on the natural matte side. And I gotta say, I really like the way that this side of the face is looking. I like this side of the face as well, but you can clearly see this is better covered. You can see less of my freckles, you can see less of my pores, whereas here it's a little bit more texture enhancing. Not too much, but visibly so. All right, Bobbi Brown. So far, so good. For my concealer today, I have a very exciting product that I want to test out. Exciting for me because I have seen so many ads about this particular product. I'm talking about the new concealer from Laura Mercier, which is called their Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. I got 3 shades, 2W, 2N, and 3W. I think I'm gonna go for the 2N, which is neutral, because 2W and 3W is what I usually wear in my foundation from Laura Mercier. But for my concealing, I like to go just a little bit more neutral so that it also kind of color corrects the darkness of my under eye. Not that it's super dark, but it's darker than the rest of me. Basically what this is a dual-ended pen with a brightener on one side and a corrector on the other side. I'm gonna go in with the corrector side first. Kind of just color correct underneath my eyes, corners of my eyes. I will say this feels very, very creamy, very silky, and that I like. I'm gonna use this concealer brush from Sephora to just like melt that into my skin real quick, buff that in. Looks really nice. The coverage is great. I will say it is pretty full. Definitely a nice product. So now this concealer duo is $32. I don't think that's a terrible price for Laura Mercier. Also the fact that it's a dual-ended product, which allows you to do both conceal and brighten as well as cover up. All right, so I just realized that the brighten side has a little bit of luminosity, so I wouldn't necessarily use that for spots. It's probably something that would go great in the inner corners if you have darker inner corners, or on the outer portion of the eye just to lift that area, maybe like around the mouth, but not necessarily a spot concealing product. I think I would have probably preferred a color corrector with a little bit of that peachiness for one side, and then just a flat matte skin tone matching concealer type of product on the other side. I think that would have been just a little bit more, what's the word? Useful, but this isn't bad. I am noticing some creasing here, but this is a creamy product, so that's to be expected. I'm also noticing a lot of creasing around my nose on the Milk Makeup foundation side, not so much on the Bobbi Brown, but still, I'm pretty pleased with the way that my skin is looking at the current moment. So I'm just gonna let it all slide. I'm gonna keep going. For my powder today, I'm gonna be testing out the new Kosas Cloud Set Baking, Setting, and Smoothing Powder. Are you guys familiar with Kosas? It's only like my second or third time trying their products. They sent me 3 shades, a sheer light medium called Feathery, another shade called Comfy, and then we have a sheer light called Breezy. All right, so Breezy is the lightest one out of all of them. It has a bit of a yellow tint, so I'm gonna try to use that to kind of brighten my face. Feathery, which I think was the sheer light medium, has a tint of peachiness, but it's kind of on the neutral side, so I'll use that all over the face, or maybe just under my eyes. And then Comfy is very peach to me, so it's like a cool medium shade. I'm gonna set that one aside. I don't feel like I can get much use out of that. What I'm gonna do is dip into this Feathery. Just gonna use a fluffy brush to set my under eye. I don't know. I feel like it just made my under eye a lot darker than it was before. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of colored powders under the eye. I far prefer a translucent formula, and because I've already color corrected and I've already concealed, and so I don't like to add more color once I already like the way that my concealer is looking. I mean, in this case, I think I could probably get away with it. It's not horrible, but it's not ideal. I'm gonna use this Laura Lee Los Angeles L14 brush. Just pick up a bit more of that powder and just continue brushing that over the center of my face. Wow, that is looking really, really smooth. This is a $34 setting and smoothing powder. It's got 9.5 grams or 0.33 ounces of product. Main ingredients are mica and silica, so keep that in mind. But I will say this is a smoothing powder upon first application. I don't know how exactly it wears, whether this will work on my oily AF skin type, but so far, it looks really, really promising. I'm gonna try the second shade, Breezy, which is that slightly more yellow one. Also a bit lighter. I'm gonna try that on like the rest of my face with a big fluffy brush. Oh man, I really like this. Kosas, who are you? Tell me more about you. I mean, that looks flawless. The skin base looks really good on both sides, on the Milk Makeup side, on the Bobbi Brown side. I do see a bit of a border here between the Milk Makeup foundation and the Bobbi, but that's all right. I made a little mistake there before. Even with that though, I'm really liking this coverage. I think my skin looks really fresh. I was not expecting that. All right, next up, I am gonna try one product from LYS, and it is their matte bronzer. This is an $18 product. Again, not super high-end expensive prices. This is, I would say, on the affordable side. How cute and gorgeous is this triangle packaging? I am obsessed. We've got like a little Illuminati situation going. I love that. But truly, gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. Feels super high-end and very luxe. And for $18, I haven't even tried this, but I'm drawn. So this shade that I'm about to try is called Harmony. So it's a medium bronzer, a matte bronzer at that. I love the fact that this is a nicely sized pan, but the fact that it's a triangle makes it so cool. I'm using my Luxie 504 large angled brush. Oh yes, that is what I am talking about. Oh, it is a gorgeous buttery bronzer. Exactly what I needed right now. Just to bring everything together, to bring some color to my face, to bring some life. I mean, this is a powder that blends out like a cream. It's so, so seamless. Look at that. The color is super flattering. Makes me feel like a bronze goddess. Let me know if you guys want me to review this entire line, because I am pretty impressed at first swipe. Woo! Just like so easy. Not patchy at all. And I just easily covered up my mistake and made everything blend. Yes, girl. I'm not gonna apply too much bronzer on my cheekbones, or under my cheekbones rather. I'm just gonna give them that little hug, as I like to call it. Just like a smidge of a chisel. Also gonna bronze up my ears just a little bit. I mean, this just really took me back. This was beautiful. And only $18 at Sephora? What other bronzer at Sephora costs $18? Next up, blush. So for my blush today, I have the new NARS Air Matte Blush. I also have some lippies that I definitely do want to try, and I'll save these for later. But the blushes specifically is what I am really, really curious about, because it's kind of been a viral product. I've seen a lot of it on TikTok. I've seen a lot of like other cream blushes compared to this one. However, this has terrible reviews. It has only 3 stars on Sephora, and this is NARS, so I'm really perplexed. Is this gonna be one of those products that absolutely does not work over powder, and it's gonna ruin my foundation and my whole face right now that I so meticulously put together? I hope not. I have a bunch of different shades here. Rush, Scandalous, Freedom. I'm just gonna go for the classic Orgasm. Comes in this cute little pot. I'm gonna use this Too Faced little detailing blush brush, pick some up, and kind of just stipple that to the apple of my cheek. I don't know. So far it's applying really nicely. It's not really disrupting my makeup too much. There's a bit of a shift, but nothing that I can't fix with just like a couple of taps here and there. I literally have these fake nails on, and I cannot reach into the blush because my nail won't allow me. No, it's not happening. I'm gonna scoop some out with like a little concealer brush, put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna use my finger to apply it onto this side, just to see if there's a difference. Is it even applying? I see. So I think the problem with this particular blush is that it's just not very pigmented when applied with your finger, and you kind of need a lot of product in order for it to show up on the skin. I'm gonna apply it with that same little concealer brush and then try blending it out with a finger. I mean, it's working, it's subtle, but it's not giving me that punch that I was looking for, especially from an Orgasm blush. This is a classic color, and it always just brightens up every single complexion, although I don't really see that happening here and now. I don't know, wasn't really too impressed. Maybe I should try a different color. Let's go for Scandalous. This is a darker color. I'm gonna go in with the brush again and just add a pinch more. Okay, okay. Blend that out with my finger. A bit punchier there, but I don't know, it's not really impressing me like that. Although this side did come out really, really pretty. So I will say this is a blush that is definitely better applied with a little dense brush like this, rather than with your finger, and you sort of just stipple it on and it works, but it's not super punchy. Like, I am so obsessed with the new Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo. The blush in this duo is so gorgeous, and it works easily over powder, under your foundation, over your foundation. It's a very, very flexible formula, so it's really hard to compete in the cream blush category right now when there are far more superior products than this one. Sorry, NARS. Love you. But this blush for $30 is just okay. I'll definitely use it again. I can't say that I didn't like it, but I didn't love it. All right, I have a new product to test out for brows, and it is definitely in the luxury category. I have a True Feather Brow Marker Gel Duo from Kevyn Aucoin. This is a $28 product. So no, this isn't your NYX brow marker, although I do love that one. And I already applied my NYX brow glue, not a luxury product, to my brows to kind of just like feather them out and set them a little bit. Oh, Oh, I wish I didn't use the NYX brow glue. I just realized that this product has a brow glue component to it, as well as a marker side. That is so, so cool. All right, I'm gonna try the shade Brunette. I'm gonna just go ahead and draw in some little strokes first. Ooh, this is very barely there. Not like my NYX brow marker, which is pigmented, and the pen is a little bit more precise. Here, I feel like I'm not really loving this marker. I've tried better, I've had better. No, just wasn't it. Again, there are far more superior products out on the brow market right now. That NYX brow marker for like $11 is so much better than this Kevyn Aucoin. And I love Kevyn Aucoin products, but this one just ain't it. Can you see the strokes going on? Barely adding anything, and the color is also just a little too warm for my liking. No, just no. I'm very disappointed. All right, let's try this glue. I feel like I can't really give it a fair judgment, considering that I already have my NYX brow glue on, but the marker side didn't hit it for me. That's a pass. I'm very, very particular about my brow products. I need them to be excellent, and I need them to do exactly what they are intended to be used for, and I need them to do it quickly. So this one is just disappointing. Disappointing. From Kevyn Aucoin? What? I'm confused. Let me just fix these brows real quick. I can't do my eyes unless my brows are done, so I'm just gonna whip out my non-luxury NYX brow marker that I love in the shade Black, because it works. I'm not even gonna zoom in because you will be able to see these strokes all the way from afar, just like that. And boom, and just like a couple of strokes, my brows are now done. Now we can move on to the eyes. For my eyes today, I'm gonna use this Urban Decay Primer Potion. I used it in my previous video reviewing the new Urban Decay Wild West palette that I actually liked, and I was surprised to see how well this primer potion performed. It was as good, if not better, than my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer that I use in every single video for the past year, maybe year and a half. So because of that, I decided to give it another chance. I stopped using it years ago because I thought it was a little too patchy on my oily lids, but it performed so well in my previous video for that specific look that now I kind of want to give it another run. Lids are primed. Very excited for today's eyeshadow palette, which is actually not just an eyeshadow palette, it's an eyeshadow palette slash full face palette. I'm talking about the new Dominique Cosmetics Transition palette. This is very exciting, and I've actually had this palette in my possession for a little over a month. We did a fun little TikTok transitions video with a bunch of my influencer friends, including Kristen, the founder of Dominique Cosmetics. And so that was a lot of fun. I love this palette. It's really, really gorgeous. Just like a beautiful, nude, warm and inviting palette that you want to reach for every single day of your life. $48, kind of on the pricey side, but these pans are huge, so kind of worth it. I'm going to dip into caramel using my Mario brush. Just adding that to the very outer portion of my transition. Adding that caramel to the other eye. Just pulling that out. How nice. Grabbing another Mario brush, E4. I'm gonna go for this shade here called Mocha. Mocha is what I'm gonna go for. And with my eye open, I just wanna shade right above my actual fold, like that. Then just gently bring that in. I hate this little hood thing that is happening over my lid. Is this age? What is this? And then I'm gonna add that same color in a slight wave shape, flicking it out towards the tail end of the brow like that. And then connect to the outer corner. And then just blend all that. Just like that. Boom. I'm gonna add a bit of Mocha to my outer lower lash line, like that. I like that. That is looking really sultry. Really, really sultry. So then for my actual lid, I'm gonna use this shade here called Natural and just pack it on just for like a soft cut crease vibe. Then I'm gonna take a much darker shade, this here called Chai. It's just got a little bit of purple tone to it. I'm gonna just add a bit of that to that border just to sharpen this crease and add a little bit more interest to this look. And I'm not doing this heavily. I'm just using a light hand and gently blending out just like that. Blending out and blending out once more. Boom. And the fact that you could easily take this lighter shade and just brighten your under eye, clean up the eyeshadow underneath like that, is just like an added bonus, which is why I think this is a great palette for every day. There's so much you can do with it. All right, Kevyn Aucoin, I'm gonna give you one more chance. For my mascara, I'm gonna go for this Indecent mascara from Kevyn Aucoin. I really do like the wand. And even though I typically don't wear non-waterproof formulas for my mascaras, I'm gonna be objective. This one definitely feels very, very inky, which I like. It's coating all the lashes. I do enjoy the wand. I love the separation of all the lashes. This isn't a heavy formula, so it's not dragging the lashes down. I kind of like. Don't have my Laura Mercier lash curler handy. It's because my sister was over yesterday and she loves using it. I think she put it away someplace where I can't find it. So not today. Today is just gonna be straight lashes all the way. But this mascara is really nice. Definitely lengthening, definitely offers a lot of nice separation to the lashes. Okay, I've got new false lashes to try from Lunar Beauty. I'm so excited for these. I've heard great things. These are $15 each. There's 4 different styles: Stella, Nova, Luna, and Aries. Judging by the looks of it, I want to go for the style Stella. This just looks like a really nice, natural looking lash that I think will be perfect for this look. Not too much, not too little. Ooh, how gorgeous is this lash? I feel like these are just the perfect everyday lashes. These are so nice. Okay, Manny. Okay, lips time. So we have these NARS Air Matte lip colors. These are $26 and I definitely want to try out a shade or two. Maybe just one. This will be very cute for just like daytime. Kind of want to go for something brighter. So this is going to be the shade that I test out. This one's called Total Domination. Before I apply that on, I have a Red Velvet lip liner from Laura Mercier. Also $26 for this. Not a new product, but one of my favorite lip liners out there. Just a really trusty, reliable pencil. Great colors. And now I'm ready for this Total Domination. I like the tube. Very, very cute. But what is this actually supposed to be? Feels like a lip tint, just a bit more color and pigment. Moussey formula, but I love the finish. Just so cute. Feels very, very creamy on the lips. Like, I don't know if it's actually gonna set or not. So not a non-transferable formula, just like a really comfortable, pillowy, bouncy texture that I think is cute. Not mask friendly, but definitely very cute. One final thing I'm going to test out is this new Freck Noir freckle pen. This one is meant for darker skin tones, which is nice. Basically, the way that this works is you apply some of these freckles onto your skin and then you pat them out with your finger. So that's supposed to give you a very natural looking freckle coverage. I was very messy with it, but you get the point. I'm gonna just dot couple of these onto my nose. There we go. And then with my clean finger, do the stamping method. The reason why I like this darker pen is because my freckles are already kind of on the darker side. They're not super, super pale. So I wanted something that's not orangey, but that's actually a little bit more brown. So I think this is a better color than their original freckle pen, which is the Freck OG. Teeny, tiny little bit of product. And I think it's pretty expensive for like $22 or something. And just to show you a comparison here, a much, much lighter color. Orangey, I would say. I'm gonna go ahead and set that real quick with the Kosas powder, just like a little bit. And that is my final look using all of this new luxury makeup products. These are all products that have just recently come in, products that have recently launched at Sephora or on their respective websites. And I gotta say, I am pretty intrigued. I'm not gonna say I was impressed with every single thing that I tried today, but I like the fact that I was able to create a very well put together look. Something that I think is very, very cohesive, that'll look good on anyone. It looks high end, I would say. Some disappointments from today's video were definitely the Kevyn Aucoin brow marker. I was expecting a lot more, especially for a price of $28. This does not even begin to compare to my NYX brow marker pen, which is a fraction of the cost, but it's such a better product and gives you such better results. I was also not super impressed with the NARS Air Matte blush. This was kind of just an okay product. Pretty colors, but not so much payoff. Literally just not worth the money in my opinion. I think there are far more superior cream blushes out there that cost less, that perform better, that are long lasting, that give you more pigment, and just like a better experience overall. Product that I'm still kind of on the fence about is this Milk Makeup Foundation Tint. I liked it upon application. It delivered exactly what it said it would deliver, just some sheer buildable coverage that looks like your skin. I thought the applicator was a little ambitious. I didn't really get the whole pump and the roll-on, reminded me of deodorant. Kind of weird, something weird about that, but not out of the question. Definitely something that I will reach for again and will definitely give it another shot. This One Size primer definitely blurred the skin. It mattified the skin, so far so good. It worked well with both the Milk foundation and the Bobbi Brown, which by the way, I will say I really like. I like the coverage, I like the finish. I will definitely be reaching for this again. Also, another hit from today was this LYS bronzer. This is a new brand, you guys. It's just launched at Sephora. It's $18 for this bronzer, which is kind of unheard of for a Sephora brand. And the fact that they also have $22 foundations is like really drawing me in. I want to test out this brand further. I want to review it for you guys. So definitely let me know if you are interested because I will deliver. What else we got? This NARS Lippy is pretty. I'm not sure how well it will wear, how long it will last. It feels comfortable on the lips. I like it. I can't say that I'm super impressed or like intrigued or anything like that. It's okay. It's nice. The color is pretty. All the rest of the colors that were sent to me are really nice as well, but it's nothing that is making me want to talk about it any further. So I'm gonna wrap that up. What else? These Lunar Beauty lashes by Manny are gorgeous. I love these. These are $15. Not super duper cheap, but not over the top expensive. I like them. We'll definitely be wearing them more. This transition palette is gorgeous. I've tried it before. It's not my first time using it and I really like it. I think it's super versatile, very wearable. The fact that you could use it for your eyes and also for your face to chisel out your features, to add some brightness to your face. You can even probably wear some of these shades as blushes is genius. I think this is a great everyday neutral palette. $48 isn't super cheap, but the pans are huge, so I am a fan. The Freck OG and the Freck Noir, the newer version of the Freck OG, are products that I will reach for again. Yes, they are definitely on the pricier side, but it is a cute product if you like the faux freckle vibe. This Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage is a little bit overhyped. Let me just be frank. Definitely overly sponsored. Definitely, I did not need to see as much of it as I had, because with all the hype around it, my expectations were built up to expect more. It's an okay product at best, but it's not anything that you have not seen before. I kind of like the fact that it offers a 2-for-1, a brightener, and also a color corrector, but I would have much preferred a color corrector and an actual matte concealer. That really would have sealed the deal for me. So those are my thoughts. That's just like my initial reaction to all of these products. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you want to see reviewed. Let your voice be heard. Comment down below, and I am going to zoom on out so that you can check out my next couple of videos right here, a video that you may like, and my most recent video in case you haven't watched it. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one.